Hello everybody. So in this video I'm going to talk about deep sleep. It's going to be a kind of experimental video, maybe. So I've got this quote. Whatever doesn't stay with you in deep sleep isn't you, nor is it yours. So the idea is that when we learn Advaita Vedanta, we learn that we are conscious during deep sleep. Consciousness never stops. Before we're born, after we die, in all the moments in between. This consciousness is always there. It is existence itself, basically. So you don't stop existing for short periods. Existence, consciousness, and bliss is the ultimate reality, is the ground of being, and it's always here. So during deep sleep, the first thing we learn is you stay conscious during deep sleep. It's an awareness of absence rather than an absence of awareness. It's like when light shines through a window. You don't see the light. You need dust to pass through the light for you to be able to see the light. Meister Eckhart, I've got a quote from him. He said, "The darkness of space is actually full of light." And that's true. So even though it looks completely black, it's just packed with light. As soon as anything enters it, you see the object. So deep sleep is this blackness because the mind is switched off. There's, won't go into the technicalities of it, but so you just see nothing and there's no moments to punctuate it, so you don't see the passage of time. However, it must exist because, we must be conscious of it because we've been aware of deep sleep across cultures for a very long time, much longer than we've had brain scans. So when we be able to scan brains, we could see that people were in deep sleep. But before that, we did know that we were in deep sleep. We did know that deep sleep existed, even in primitive times. We knew that there was waking, sleeping, and deep sleep, dreamless sleep. But if it was truly an absence of awareness, then we would fall asleep, have some dreams, and then wake up. And we wouldn't notice any gaps. But we do know there is a gap. If it was just the brain was completely switched off, then we would not realize that deep sleep existed, and we would only have discovered it when they discovered brain scans and the ability to monitor people while they're sleeping, that they say, yes, now it's in deep sleep. But we did always know. We have a feeling that we slept well. We have a feeling of recuperation, revitalization. Deep sleep is the really good bit. Deep sleep, when we just have dreams, you never rest. Deep sleep is what we really want, to rest. And you think that this is what we truly are. Because what's real must exist in all the different states. So the fact that we don't feel we're aware during deep sleep means that this reflected consciousness that makes us, that we feel that we're aware, this is not present in deep sleep because we don't know we're aware. So the idea that consciousness is automatically aware of itself cannot be true because it's not there in deep sleep. So the idea in Advaita Vedanta is you have part of the mind is reflected consciousness. So when you feel right now that you are aware, this meta-consciousness, as Bernardo Kastrup describes it, that's because of a part of the mind. It's reflecting your conscious back to you and you're feeling aware, but it's not present in deep sleep. So that's not part of what you really are. You're this pure, raw awareness. Now, somebody commented, after death is going to be like deep sleep, because if deep sleep is our natural state, but maybe not. I mean, at the moment, we're looking through a body. Our consciousness, the consciousness that's in everybody, is looking through different bodies, having a different experience through different bodies and different minds. During deep sleep, the mind is switched off and you're looking through a body that's got a mind that's asleep, in deep sleep. So no wonder it's black. After death, who knows what will happen? I don't know. I could speculate, though, that the brain, which limits the consciousness or channels the consciousness or what you see through, those restrictions will be released. Like some people talk about LSD or mushrooms, magic mushrooms, that it shuts down parts of the brain and the person feels this unlimited quality because the brain is not limiting. So maybe that's what will happen during sleep. But yes, I think deep sleep, it's interesting to think that no matter how much we suffer, so if there's this person who's in the intensive care unit in hospital and they have terrible problems, whatever, I don't know, some terrible disease, in pain. Now, when they're in deep sleep, that has gone. The whole world has gone. All the family, friends, their pain, their suffering is gone because it's not them. Equally, when a mother with a new baby that's the most wonderful thing in the world for them. And even then, they're happy to drift into deep sleep and let go of everything. And so when we're in deep sleep, although it's not the ultimate reality, but it shows that the things that are not us, the world, the body, the self, the pain, the hopes, the dreams, all of this is just part of the mind. And we're there raw awareness. There's something nice that Klein used to talk about going to sleep, but being aware of going into sleep. And he said that the way you wake up depends on how you went to sleep. And that when you go to sleep, it's like disrobing. So you remove all of what's not you and you lie there naked. I think he was talking about the mind, not the body. But yeah, so you remove everything that's not you, and then you enter, like going downstairs into a basement, you enter the deep sleep. And the dream sleep first, I suppose. And then in the morning, you're actually aware as things start switching on, the brain comes online and all of that. I'd love to be able to feel that. Tell me if you ever have. Make me very jealous. Maybe one day. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.